Welcome to the Global Challenge. 213, 216, 4 years of right use of time, right use of mind. We're using affirmations, and I'm Clarity Ross giving you this big boost here. Most people may not go along with this, thinking that they want to try and please both truth and lies, and this is such an effective form of affirming truth that it seems like we're being unloyal to lies, which of course we are. But what does loyalty to lies get anyone except death? What does loyalty to death get you? Get you death. What does loyalty to life get you? It gets you life. If you try to be loyal to both, you're going to still get death, because you're going to have to give it something, right? And that's what it demands of you. If you don't give it that, you're not giving it anything, really. So we are determined to be loyal to life. And what we do is affirmations, the basic affirmation. This tree can't teach the ego anything. This tree doesn't need to be this tree. Instead of this tree, the vision of oneness is seen. Very, very basic affirmation. Now, there's also a different type of affirmation, which is a directly positive affirmation, which may seem a little more difficult because it's just a full-on direct affirmation. For instance, God entrusts all gifts to me. The vision of Christ is mine to see, for I am still as God created me. Okay, this is a very powerful type of affirmation. Let's try it again. God entrusts all gifts to me. The vision of oneness is mine to see, for I am still as God created me. All right, there you have a powerful type of affirmation. Again, a three-part affirmation. One, God gives everything to me, entrusts all gifts to me. God entrusts all gifts to me. And then specifically, the vision of Christ, the vision of oneness, is mine to see. That's one of the gifts. And then thirdly, why? For I am still as God created me. Okay, so the first part is affirming that everything that God has, everything wonderful God has, which is trusted to given to me. Very positive affirmation. And then be specific. Say, the vision of oneness, which solves the continuity problem. The vision of oneness, therefore, the vision of oneness is mine to see. And then, how is this possible? Because I am still as God created me. All right, so God entrusts all gifts to me. The vision of oneness is mine to see, because I'm still as God created me. For I still am as God created me. So the vision, God entrusts all gifts to me. The vision of oneness is mine to see, for I am still as God created me. Okay, this is a type of I am not the body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. This is something more directly from A Course in Miracles, and you can use like these basic affirmations and then tweak them a little bit, season them up a little bit. You can say, I can't be a body, for I am free, for I am still as God created me. Instead of saying, I am not a body, you can say, I can't be a body. How can I be? For I am still as God created me. There's another way to say it. I can't be a body. How can I be? For I am still as God created me. So there's a little tweak. Again, we're not robots. We're divinely wise beings. And even in our groggy state, we're capable of being fresh and creative and tweaking things and seasoning things a little bit. It's all meat and potatoes, but everyone will season it a little bit differently. All right, and which helps. If you're eating rice, for instance, rice, maybe you want to put a little butter on the rice and a little something to flavor it up. But it's important to do the basics. Affirmations are the basics. I'll tell you this: the highest, those are farthest along on the spiritual path. Those are the ones who do the affirmations, the basic ones. And they don't skip the basic ones. They make sure that they really get the basic ones down and then they know how to then tweak them a little bit. Those are the ones who are really far along, because what they're doing is they know how successful it is, and they know the other stuff isn't as successful. The clarification is helpful, but it's not as powerful as fast as affirmation. So that they say, hey, this is what really works, so let me make sure that I really get it. So I'm not going to just skip over and say, well, show me something really advanced, because I'm very advanced. No. The most advanced ones realize, hey, we don't dare mess this up. Let's get it right. So let's make sure we know how to do the basics. So if you're able to do the basics, that's a sure indication you're very advanced. I mean, I had a hard time doing that for a long time. I said, no way, no way, no way. Scared. It's too effective. It's too effective. The imaginary god of fear might get very ferociously angry with us by being so effective. So we kind of say, oh, let me see if I can satisfy both, both the imaginary god of fear and the true god of love. Let's satisfy both. Wear two hats at the same time. And then that sort of prevents anyone from doing the affirmations, especially the basic ones. Maybe we'll show off by, let me give you a real difficult advanced one. I can throw this out a couple times. See, yeah, it's not so difficult, and then that's it. But by learning the basics, you can really spontaneously, any situation, you can tune into it and say, this is the affirmation I need to deprogram myself from this, to free myself from this, to recognize that this can't help me at all, it's useless. And instead of this uselessness, I choose to see the vision of oneness, which is profoundly and completely useful, because it solves a continuity problem. So one of the basics ways is to say, I am not body, I'm free. I am still as God created me. Real simple. That's a two phrase one. The other one is, God entrusts all his gifts to me. The vision of oneness is thus mine to see, for I am still as God created me. All right, that's a three-part one. You can do a three-part. You can be a two-part. I can't be the body. There's no way I can be, for I am still as God created me. I'm not the body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. I can't be the body, for I am free. I am still as God created me. A nice little two-part quick affirmation. So we will introduce those from time to time as we expand our repertoire. It's like music. It is really like music. Music has basics, but it's expanded, different formats of music. And but if you boil it all down, you can boil it down to the basics. The more skilled you are in the basics, the more you fully grasp the basics, and it's just like second nature to you. Then you'd be amazed at how you can expand it. The real good musicians actually have the basics down pat. They really understand the basics so extraordinarily well that it's as easy as breathing to them. And then they can transpose all sorts of stuff and make it more interesting to them, because just saying the same old affirmation over and over and over may be so interesting. It might be, some people may like that, just repeating it over and over and over and over and over and have it really sink in. That's also a way to do it. Some people might just say, I don't want any salt on the potatoes. Let me just eat the straight potatoes. I like that. No gravy, no gravy, no salt, no nothing. That's fine too. So we say, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I can't be a body, how can I be? For I am still as God created me. I am not a body, how can I be? For still God created me. I can't be a body, there's no way I could be, for I am still as God created me. And you can go over this. I can't be a body. I cannot be a body. I cannot be a body. I can't be a body. I must be free. I can't be a body. I must be free. I can't be a body. I must be free. For I am still as God created me. For I'm still as God created me. For I'm still as God created me. I can't be a body. I am free. For I'm still as God created me. Be used over and over and over and over and over to really sink in. You might want to say it 100 times. 100 times or whatever. Don't have to keep track of the number of times you do it, like an exercise. Like, I did 25 reps. Poof, that's it. No, I was just not worrying about that at all. Just say it as long as you feel like it's appropriate to say it. And you'll get in a groove, and you'll say it more and more and more and more and more. So I would say these simpler ones are better designed to repeat over and over and over like that. I am not a body, I must be free, for I am still as God created me. I'm not a body, I must be free, for I'm still as God created me. I can't be a body, how could I be? For I'm still as God created me. I can't be a body, how could I be? For I'm still as God created me. I am not a body, I am free, for I'm still as God created me. I am not a body, I must be free, for I'm still as God created me. And you can keep repeating that like that. So repetition of real simple affirmation can be very powerful, very powerful. You can say, truth is true, how can it not be? For I am still as God created me. Again, you can mix and match like that. Truth must be true. How can it not be? For I am still as God created me. And truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I am still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I am still as God created me. I am not a body. I must be free. For I am still as God created me. And so be creative. Most people who are really advanced enough to affirmations don't want to be treated like a machine or a robot. They want to be acknowledged that they're very creative and very intelligent and able to do their own thing, so to speak, which is true. But be sure that you stick to the basics as much as possible, and then you can embellish them a little bit and be a little creative with them. And let yourself do that. Say, hey, truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I am still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. All right. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. And use that type of format for quick pops. The world is such that right now it's hard to handle anything that's complex, right? As far as any affirmations go. So we want to keep them very simple, very simple. And we see something that says, hey, truth is still true. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. Anything that tries to knock us out, wait. Truth is true. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. So you're telling whatever it is trying to get into you to appeal to the imaginary God, hypothetical God, the God of hypothetical land, to say, no, truth is true. That's the way it must be. I am still as God created me. For I am still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I am still as God created me. And just give a quick pop, to it, and poof, it kind of knocks back whatever you're trying to get into your system. When you get tired, when you get run down, that's when it really gets bad. And so you have to have something that doesn't take a lot of effort, a lot of mental energy. And you can say, just wait, truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. Very simple one. When you feel run down, when you feel tired, when you get some stupid song that's grabbed a hold of you, oftentimes when you get really run down, you start repeating a song over and over and over and over and over like a broken record. You say, hey, stop. No, stop that. Okay, wait, truth is true. Just say, truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. And just keep saying that over and over and over, and you'll find the song gets knocked out. All right. So we have to have these potent these are like medications. These are true medications. The stuff that in the medications of the world, well, those certainly don't solve the continuity problem at all. So what we need is true medication. Medicate ourselves. We're self-medicating, deprogramming, detoxifying, This is real detox. When we get this stuff is looping through our thoughts, like these thoughts, say, wait. Don't even address the thoughts. Just say, realize you're thinking all these thoughts and say, truth is true. That's the way it be. For I'm still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it has to be. For I'm still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it has to be. For I'm still as God created me. Now let's give this a try. Okay, so your thoughts are going along. You don't even have to address those thoughts. That's the hard business. Say, which one of these thoughts? I'm so tired. I'm exhausted, stressed out. How do I get into this? Don't even worry about getting into it at all with the thoughts. Okay, don't even worry about that at all. Just immediately go into the affirmation. One, there's a thought, and just say, truth is true. That's the way it must be. Say it. For I'm still as God created me. Again, all these thoughts and song and your mind's just zoning out. Just say, truth is true. That's the way it's got to be. For I am still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. Okay, so this is like an emergency format to use. Emergency format. We have to have the full arsenal at our disposal, because sometimes we'll be feeling great and we'll be able to do more larger type of affirmations, bookending, climbing the ladder, embellishment, all those on the basic form, and we'll really feel like it's profound and helpful, which it is. But there are other times when we're tired, we're exhausted, which, like for me, which I am this evening, and the song is looping. Oh, terrible. Boy, today is awful as far as can't get a song out of my head. I'm too tired. And so I came across this simple format. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. Very easy, simple call to mind like that. And then by doing that, you can find you can stabilize yourself and begin to build some momentum. And we may need to take some rest sometimes, because we get tired. This is get worn out by this world. I'll tell you that. All right, keep in mind that you can use the simple format, and you can tweak it a little bit to your liking. I'm not a body. I must be free, for I'm still as God created me. Simple format, or you can use a 3-part format if you like to, by saying positive affirmations toward God, saying, God entrusts all gifts to me. The vision of Christ is mine to see. For I'm still as God created me. That's if you like the 3-part type of thing, you can do that too. Or truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. 2-part. Simple. Keep it basic. Keep it simple. Don't get caught up in thinking you have to do something complex. It's not true. It's not true. Sometimes when we're really feeling it, we can do more embellishment and really grab a hold of it even better. But it's not necessary to do that all the time. So don't think you have to do that and say, I can't, I'm too tired, so I'm just going to not even try. No, get into the simple one. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. For I'm still as God created me. Boom, like that. Or we can just one. Truth is true. That's the way it must be. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Or just, truth is true. Or truth is true, and then you can add something to that. Truth is true, and this sets me free. Truth is true, and this sets me free. Truth is true, and this sets me free. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Truth is true, this sets me free. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Truth is true, this sets me free. So there's another variation on this, okay, where you use the statement, the leading statement twice. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Truth is true, this sets me free. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Truth is true, this sets me free. Truth is true, that's the way it must be. Truth is true, truth sets me free. Okay, little variations there, little variations. So very great. This has been helpful for me to bring this to light, and we'll see you in the next video.